Welcome back to my channel, everybody. So glad you came to join and do my nails with me. And you know how I like to do my nail videos. I just get right to it, and we're going to go ahead and look and see what the damage is. They're looking very, very crusty. I have not done my nails in a while. I gave them a little break after getting them done at a salon, and they had deep, deep ridges and just were super dry. We're going to go ahead and start with a nice cleansing. We are not going to soak my nails. I don't want the nail bed to be super wet because I am doing gel nails and we don't want to trap any excess moisture in the nail bed. And I have my little nail brush here that I like to use. I'm going to just give them a nice exfoliation and clean them. I did wash my hands prior, so they're pretty clean, but your nails, you will not believe how much bacteria gets caught underneath them. And I can't understand why. I mean, there's plenty of times where I go into a salon and they don't even like make me wash my hands, or it's gross. I usually insist on it. I do have little chunks of dirt under my nails from gardening, and that happens all the time because I'm always poking around with my plants, trying to be a good plant mom, but I don't know. I don't have that much of a green thumb. But I think doing your nails at home is much more hygienic than going to certain nail salons, not all of them, of course, because you can just really be thorough and clean your nails properly, which is how it should be done. I will be doing one hand off screen just for the sake of time. I just don't like filming super long videos. This one is already going to be long enough. But let's see how the nails look after a good deep clean. They look great, even look a little bit more hydrated. We can go in with some 70% isopropyl alcohol, or you can go in with a little acetone. They're both disinfecting agents and will dry that nail bed just right, so that your product will stick better and we can get any excess moisture or oils out of the nail bed. And excuse my band-aid as well. I have a little boo-boo, but I didn't want to get any alcohol or acetone in there, so. I also feel like lint-free pads to wipe your nails and take off polish are necessary when you're working with gel, just so that you don't cure any kind of little fibers, cotton fibers, into the nail bed. It just makes life so much easier and worth the investment. We're going to go in with my favorite cuticle remover. I have talked about this in another video. Kind of like an old school cuticle remover. If there are others out there that you guys would recommend, let me know and I'll give it a try. This one is just really nice because I can kind of add as much as I want. I don't get any reactions, and it's just really nice, and you'll see it kind of start working its way to just emulsify that dead skin. I also have a different pusher this time. This one's much more dull and thicker because last time I actually went into my nail bed with my other one after I thought it wasn't sharp because I've had it for so long. But I am trying a new one. So this one I just paid a few dollars for at the beauty supply store. And I think this one would probably be a lot safer as well if you're doing nails at home and you're not a professional. You're just kind of doing it as a hobby or just wanting to save some money. This one's a little bit safer. You can see that dead skin just really come right off. Look at that. It's just great. I mean, it just comes off really fast. If you notice, I'm doing like a feathering motion. That's just to kind of gently push that dead skin off that nail bed. Sorry, the nail plate. And then I'm going to go in with my nippers. Now, these ones are dull. They have gotten dull on me. I have been using them for a while now, and you can see this is not supposed to happen. You see how it just didn't go, and I feel like I have to pull at my cuticle. This is not what you want to see. You want to be able to just go ahead and nip, and it should pull away easily, clean cut. But these ones are getting dull. I do need to get some new ones because I'm going to risk kind of pulling my own skin off with that one. So I'm just trying to be really careful when I do this so I don't get any open wounds around my nail bed. Now it looks like I'm being rough, but look how dull my tool is. It's a very thick tool, not as sharp as my last one. So that's why I'm still able to use pretty light pressure. And it still does the job really well. I'm just taking my time. And sorry that this is not in the shot. It was very hard to film. I will be getting used to it, but it gets better. Don't worry. You can see that dead skin just came right off again. And I make sure I reapply my cuticle remover as I go along. The more moisture and that gets in there, it just eats away that dead skin a lot faster. So as it gets closer to my pinky, it does get easier to kind of get this dead skin off. By now you can see that fourth finger has actually been soaking in that cuticle solution. So you can see it just comes right off. Of course, my finger is blocking the view, but it's just coming like right off really easily. And I've noticed kind of I have more buildup on like my thumb, middle, and then that fourth finger. I don't know. I just get so much extra skin on those larger nails. I am going to speed it up so we can get through this cuticle cleaning process. Okay, so let's do a little nail check. Wow, those cuticles are pretty much gone and they're pushed back pretty far. And that will also ensure that your nail polish will last the longest. Now, I actually didn't really need to file my nails, just my thumb. The other ones actually were pretty good. I wanted this very natural nail shape, and they seem to grow into that kind of shape already. So I just kind of lightly freshen up that thumb because it gets beaten up the most, and the rest of the nails were okay. So I am going to go in with some sunscreen. I got this Biore UV Kids. It is SPF 50. I really like it because it doesn't really have a fragrance and it's very thin. You do have to shake it up. It is a Japanese product. I actually got this at a Japanese life store. And it goes on really pretty much clear, which is nice. So I'm assuming it's a chemical-based sunscreen, which I don't mind putting on my body. But I do have some sunspots, so I am trying to be more conscious about my sunscreen on my arms and hands. I'm going to wipe off any extra sunscreen or an oil on my nail bed so that the polish doesn't have any problems sticking or binding. Now, the past few videos I used strictly Japanese potted gel, but I am actually on a severe budget right now, so I ran out of base coat, and I'm going to try mixing. I know that's usually a big no-no. People like to stick to their product line, but I don't see why not. This would be a nice little test as well. I got this off Amazon after seeing it, of course, all over Instagram and YouTube Shorts. I'm probably late in the game. It's probably amazing. But you can see that the product has a very nice brush. I'm very surprised. Comes in a pretty much blacked out jar, which is good as well for gel. Now let's go ahead and see how it applies. I'm a little nervous because you know I like my expensive potted gel, but we're going to give it a shot. And a little wiggle. Wow, that brush really spreads great. It covers up pretty much most of my nail. And I don't have very large nails, so this actually is kind of nice. Almost gets the whole nail plate. Let's go in for the second one. Very nice application. And I've already kind of wiped off excess off this brush, but it seems to hold quite a bit of product. And I think I can actually get through all 5 nails with just one dip into the jar, which is great. That means product is going on very nice and thin, and it's just much more efficient, and I'm saving product this way. This jar will probably last me a long time. And we're gonna go in that last one. My little pinky is actually kind of small. Now I am following the directions that it says on the bottle. If you notice, I did miss an important step, which is buffing the nail, and it doesn't say it on the bottle, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. And I'm going to do 99 seconds, which is what is recommended. And I think this is just to help with that hot nail effect where you're just getting that burn from going initially into the UV light. I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't have any burn. I was really shocked, to be honest. But look how leveled that is and shiny for a base coat. So far so good. I really like it. We're going to do some things now. We're going to mix products, but that's okay. I got my gel brushes ready. These are from Amazon, pretty inexpensive. I'm going to go in with the color 602. This is like an auburny, kind of burnt orange color. It's very pretty, and I think it'd be great for fall. I have worn it before. This is the pot it comes in. It's very tiny. People are like, oh, that's not enough product. This product will last a very long time because their formulas are so pigmented and beautiful, and you'll see just like how much I use. It's really not a lot of product. And look at that color. I have actually probably a little bit too much on this brush, and you're gonna see why. So let's see it spread. You really just need a thin coat. You see how it kind of bubbles on the sides there? It's a little bit too much product, but it's okay. This is my thumb, so I'm not too worried about it. It'll definitely spread pretty well on this nail plate. And just like that, look at that coverage, guys. That color is just so pretty, and it's just so even. It does call for 2 coats, but if I even left it at just one, I think it'll just look really nice. It's that true fall color. One of my favorites for sure. And I'm just trying to scrape out a little hair. I think it was like a little fiber from the towel. Just trying to see if that's what that was. I am just retouching that middle part that I had to kind of disturb. And just make sure it's as even as possible. Now, leaf gel products, they self-level really beautifully and very thin. Like, that's the best part about it, is that you can use it for natural nails and short nails or even nail designs. It's very, very versatile, and you can use pretty much any brush you please. Now let's go ahead and go and paint the rest of the nails. Continuing on with a super thin coat and making sure you get the side walls. So far I haven't really touched my skin too much with any polish, which is good. Usually I do, but this brush is a little smaller and I have small nail plates, so this definitely helps. Make sure you get that side wall really nicely, nice and tight. So I wasn't happy with that nail. It had a little fiber, so I just went ahead and took that polish right off with some alcohol, and I'm going to reapply my application of gel polish. Remember, nice and thin, and getting that sidewall as best as possible. Let's do a quick nail check to see how even this color is spreading, and it looks pretty good to me. So if you notice, I am putting my brush to the side and I'm covering up my gel pot, and I'm turning my lamp away because I don't want that UV light to cure it. It is possible, if it's close enough, it will even cure outside of the lamp. So I just don't want to take any risks because I'm trying to preserve my polishes and my brushes. So the leaf gel seemed to cure very nicely over a different base coat. It didn't curdle or run or get any kind of weird kind of stringy effect. Sometimes I've seen that when you mix product up, but it looks like it stayed pretty even and a very nice application so far. So I'm going to go in with round 2 for my second coat. I am going to speed it up a little bit, and you'll notice once I do this as well, I'm going to go ahead and cap off the ends with polish and make sure that is really nice and sealed. I did do a little experiment to show you one side that had a capped ends and the other side that didn't. So my right hand I did later, but I didn't cap off those ends, and just a few days later I got chipping. And then these are the ones I did in the video and they still look great. So capped ends do make a difference. So it's time to cure. I'm also doing 30 seconds for each color coat. I'm testing that out. So the first set I did 99 seconds, the second and third I did 30 seconds. I just like to cut down on time and see what my polish can handle. The nails were cured with just 30 seconds. So again, I'm always impressed with leaf gel. So I'm actually going to go in with my favorite top coat. It is not leaf gel, it's actually nail couture. This is something I've been using for years. It is a very shiny top coat, very versatile as well. The brush is great, and you don't have to wipe it off with alcohol at the end because there is no inhibition layers. I got a little creative and almost forgot that I wanted to put some gold leaves on. I don't have tweezers. I don't know where they are. They probably are at work in my office. So I'm just going to try to get these on as best as possible, so bear with me, but you do usually want to use tweezers for this. It just helps with any kind of hairs for it to not stick. I got really lucky. This towel didn't shed too bad, so I'm just going to go ahead and press some on before I put that top coat on. And I'm not going to do every single nail because it is Labor Day I'm doing this, and I just don't feel like doing that much work. So we're going to just keep it very simple and classy. Now these gold flakes I was able to get from Amazon, and they were very inexpensive. It came in like a little set, so it came with other colors as well. I was just going with the flow with this and just putting kind of my heart's desire of gold leaf flakes. So I definitely don't think I overdid it, but I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments down below. If you hate it, let me know. If you love it, let me know. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me personally, but I do love constructive criticism. So anything helps. But let's go ahead and go in here with this top coat. The nail couture, you can see it just spreads so good. Look at that shine, and make sure you cap off the ends with your top coat. So you want to do your color and your top coat. So right here, I'm just getting a little acetone and scrubbing my skin. Even though this is gel, I can still get off any extra with acetone if it's on my flesh. If it's on my nail bed, I would definitely have to soak it. So try it out. Let me know if you think that tip works for you, because it does for me. But here's the end result. This is what it looks like in daylight. It almost looks red in daylight, but it's actually like a orangish, more orange than red. But it came out very pretty. I just put a little vitamin E, and I'm very happy with it. And I hope you guys like this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more. Look at those captains. Woo! See you guys next time. Bye.